Hello everyone, this is Marcus Ferreira from Brazil of the site tutoriais3dmax.com.br. I spoke in Portuguese, and so I'm trying to find a way to keep in touch with English and with CGI. This is my first video, my first lesson in English. I have been this kind of material as much as I could, but I have never did it before in English. It's my first time, so at first my apologize about my English. I know my English isn't so good, and my apologize if I will do some kind of mistake speak in English or trying to find some tools in 3D Max. So I will start doing, in fact, I'm trying to repeat the first tutorial that I did in 2007, I suppose, when I was in the university. My history, I will explain a little bit about my skills. And when I was at university in 2007, I suppose, I guess I have a bet. I was there with my classmates. Then I just knew some things about CGI, specifically with 3D Studio Max. Then some of my friends asked me about if I could teach them with some little things, because the tool was completely awful for them, and we were in a university doing a course of graphic design and digital design as well, and we had some classes of CGI animation and motion graphics and model and things like that. So I started from that time, 2007. Then, since that time until now, I'm doing that. I have a website I will show you. It's here. My website is named Tutoriais 3D Max in Portuguese, Tutoriais 3D Max. In English, would be Tutorials 3D Max, and it is in Portuguese because I'm Brazilian. I live in Brazil. Although I have been abroad in Ireland in the last year, 2050, but now I came back to Brazil and I am living here again. So I have this website and I have a lot of stuff in Portuguese language, but I would like, as I told a few minutes ago, I would like to keep in touch with English skills. So I will try to take a lot of things from here that are in Portuguese, then I will try to pass to English. In the end of this project, I was just doing kind of print screen, then put in here in the post. Then I wrote a lot of things about tools and about how we can do that. But now I'm doing kind of video. I am recording the screen, my screen, and I think that with this way is easier to understand and more practice and things like that. So let's try to do this character, the snowman. Pretty easy to do, you know, kind of 2 spheres and some cylinders and things like that. It is pretty easy. So I will come back to 3D Max program, and right here, as you can see, my screen is a little bit different of the screen over here, because at that time I was using another version of the program, and the interface, the area was kind of light, and then this version 2013, and the other version was 2007, I suppose. So, but the tools are almost the same. I think that whatever program you are using, you can do that. So let's start at first doing the spheres. So I can find the spheres right here. We have a toolbar, sometimes I will forget the name in English because I'm Brazilian, as I said, and I can forget that. So we can click over here and drag for right or for left to put it a little bit larger, I suppose. So, but it isn't important for now. Let's continue. I will come back here. Okay, so I will take over here. I will click in the button. I will push the button about sphere. Just one click. Then I will go here in the center of the stage. Then I will click and drag for out. Then I can press F letter. When I press F letter, I will see the front of it. If I press T, I will see the top of it. I think that we can see better using another primitive. For example, box. I have a box over here. So I will press F. Now we can see. I'm seeing in the front. Then if I press T, I'm seeing the top of that, of those, better saying. And if I press P, P is the shortcut to perspective. I can see the perspective. If I press scroll button of my mouse and out, I can rotate the stage. If I just press scroll button, I can drag for here, for there, whatever. So I think it is enough to do things that I would like to do for this first class. So I will click once in the box and then I will press delete. So now I will press F by front, as I say, and as I said, I will click in the sphere. Then when I click in the sphere, I will see two different lines. One of those is to put the sphere to top. For example, here I can see Y. I will click here and push. Then I can click here and push. You know? Okay, I am seeing if in the front. When I need to enlarge it, when I need to grow it, I can, for example, press P. Then I can scroll. I can scroll the button of the mouse. Then I can press R. R is the shortcut, is the same if I click here to scale that. And I can, for example, click here in the center. Every time I just click here in the first two of that. We have a drop down and I need to click here. I can click in the other situations, but for me, I always use the first one. Then I will click in the middle of that. I can enlarge that. Or I can put it not so bigger, kind that not so big. So I will see the front of that. Then I will press W. When I press W, I am using the tool to move that. So I can click here and move to whatever place that I want. Okay. I will press Shift right now. Then I will click in the Y line. Then I will take that from top. Sorry, to top. With this, I will make a copy. I need to click here in the radio button, object copy. Then I need to press OK. Then I need to change it. I would like to have something a little bit, how can I say? I would like to have it a little bit, I forgot the right word, sorry. I will make it smaller than now. Okay, I found the word. Smaller than now. I will see the front of this Okay, then I will change my screen. I need to see the image of reference. I have two spheres, one bigger than another. Okay, then I need kinda smash it. So I will come back to 3D Studio Max. I will press R as I said in the past. So I will do that. I smashed or I stretch. I think that is that. Smash. Squash. Better word. I have a bet. Okay, squash, and I will squash that as well. Now I will click here, I will press W, and I will put like that. Then I will come back to reference image, and I need to do these small balls. I need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 small balls. 2 will be the eyes, and these 3 will be the buttons, I suppose. So I will come back again to 3D Studio Max. I will click and drag, pressing the left button. Then I will press R. I will click here in the center, and I can become bigger doing that. After I will press Alt, then scroll button in the mouse, and I can see the perspective, or I can just press P. Okay, I pressed P. I can move, I can enlarge, I can make thin, I can do a lot of different things. So now to do the buttons and the eyes, I will just select here. I will press Shift as I know. I will drag out. I will click here in copy, and I will press OK. I will press R again. I will stretch a little bit. Then I will click in the center. I will make it thinny. I will make it smaller. I will change the color. When I want to change the color, there are a lot of different ways to do that. I will show right now the simple way to do that. We can come here in the modify. Then we can click right here and pick in some color, for example black. Then I can pick here and change that color to white, similar the reference that we are following. Then I will click here and I will do the same. Change it to white as well. Now I need to select that. I can click and drag, or I can click on it. Then I will press P of perspective. When I need to go near that, I can just press Ctrl plus and Ctrl plus minus. You know, I can go near, I can go far, or I can scroll. I can scroll the mouse button, and it will be the same effect. And I will click with the scroll. I will press Alt, and I can look around that. Okay, I will press F. I will press right now F3. When I press F3, I will see only the wire. Okay, then I will press it and I will drag in the place that I would like to have the eyes. After, I will press R and I will make it bigger than before. I will press again W. I will hold Shift. I will click left button and I will drag to the right. To the left, to the left. To the right, to the right. Now I will hold Ctrl and I will select both eyes. Then I will see that the eyes are inside of the head. I need to take it out. I will press left, L to left. I will press G. G is the shortcut to the grid. Then I will hide the grid and I will put it out of head. Then I will press again F3 and I can see the eyes. I will see my reference over here, 2 eyes, okay? And now I will do the same thing with the buttons to the t-shirt. I will come back here in the program. I will select that. I will hold shift. I will drag out. I will accept the copy of the object. Then I will put it down. I will press F. I will put it a little bit to the right. I will press R and I will make it smaller than now. Okay. Now I can press Shift again. I will press the left button and I will make other copy. But right now I will show you that I can just change that. For example, I need to have 3 buttons like that, and I made one copy and I can do a lot of copies as much as I want. For example, if I put here 4, I will press OK and I had before 1 of that, then I make 1, 2, 3, 4 copies. Okay, I will delete 2 of these, then I will see the front. Better saying, I will see the left, to the left, and then I will click and drag, and I will select 3, and I will take to the left, or better saying, to the back. I will hit the belly of the character. Then I will select one by one and I will do the same. I will select the next one and I will do the same with 3. Now I will fix the eyes inside, a little bit inside. Then I will press F and I have these forms. It's pretty simple to do. It's not needs how I can say a lot of knowledge to do that. It's just a simple thing to do. Right now I will come back to the reference image, and I can see for now the nose. The nose is similar to a carrot but without the tails. I have a lot of the tails over here as a carrot has. So just a simple form. Come back in to the program. I will press L to left, or better saying, I will press F to front. Then I will go here in the create. After I will click in the, let me see the right tool. For example, I think that's cylinder, sphere, cone. Cone is the best thing to do that. I will press F3. Then I will do a zoom in. Then I will click here and make my cone. At first is the base of the cone. After I will left the hold of the click, and then I will put to the center of that, and I will click again. Now I will press L to the left, and I can see things that I was doing. Remembering that we can change the configuration after. So I will close here and I will click. Now I will press W and I will put it out of the head. And I can see better right now. I will press F3 again. I will hold Alt, I will hold scroll button of the mouse, and I need to come back to modify settings. I will click here in the modify button. Then I can change the things over here. For example, I can change the height. I can click here and drag, for example, doing that. And I can modify the radio. For example, I can click here, no change, radius to here. Okay, I can do that. I can do that as well with a lot of changes. Then I will press L and I will put it here. I will change the height once more. Click in here. Okay. And I will change the color. I will click here and I will choose other color. But as I can see right here, right now, I have no the right color to the carrot. What can I say in this case? I can just change that. For example, I'm using 3ds Max palette. I don't know how I can say the name for that. So basic colors. I need to change for AutoCAD ACI palette, and I will have a lot of colors. So now I can change the color right here. For example, I will choose this kind of orange, then I will press OK, and I have that, the carrot. I can change the position of the eyes. I will figure out in my reference the right position. More spaced. I will come back to the program and I will do that more spaced. Kind of that and kind of that. It will be more cartoon, I think. The eyes are bigger than I would like to have, so I will scale that to have small eyes, and I will make a copy once more. Just one, not four, like not two as well, like the last time. So I will press OK. I will check the reference once more. I think it's okay. I will come back to the program. I will put the nose a little bit to the down. And I will do things like that. Okay? It's looking like a duck or something like that. And my neighbor just started to using some tool, making a lot of noise. I will go there and close the door. Just a moment. I will come back in a few seconds. Okay, everything are closed right now, and I will continue doing that. Okay, I have the nose. It isn't like the reference, but it's pretty similar. Now I will do the hat. I will press T for top, then I will come back here in the create, and I will find a cylinder. Then I will press F3 and I will click here in the center and I will drag to the out of that. Then I was holding, I will left. Then I will put to the middle, something like that. I will explain later. Okay, now I will press L to left, and I have this form inside of the body. I will just change the things right here. For example, height. I will click in the height and I will grow up the height. Just that. Now I will press W. When I press W, the settings will be here. I need to click here in modify, and I will continue in doing that. Okay, I can, for example, change the height bigger or smaller, for example. So I will put it here in the head, and I will press F3 once more. And I figured out that it's not so good. I just need to do something like that. For example, I need to take here radius and make it smaller, kind of that. Much better. Now I will press F to front, and I will do a copy of that. But at first I will just click here and height one more time, and I will put that to the down a little bit. I can click here, or I can click and drag. We'll have the same effect. Then I will click here, and I will do a copy. I already know how I can do that. I will hold the shift, I will click and drag. Then I will just left one. I will click in OK. Then I need to do that. I need to change the height and radius as well. I will do at first the radius changes. Okay. Then I will do the same for height. Radius again. Kind of that. And I will put it down. Okay. And now I have a hat. And I need change it. Sorry, I need change that. And I will change that. I will do. Okay, kind of that, inside. Okay, kind of that. We are almost finishing it. I need to do something kind of that. For example, when I create something like that, I can press F4. When I press F4, I will see the wire and the solid. When I press just F3, I can see just the wire. And if I press again F4, I will see just the solid. So remembering, solid and wire, just solid, just wire. Okay, F3 and F4, just press. So now I will see both. I will see solid and wire, and I am seeing that this form aren't so good because I need to change that to be more rounded, kind of that. So I will change the sides over here. For example, I will increase the number of sides, kind of 32. It will be good. 32 is enough, I suppose. And then I will do the same for that. I can, for example, just delete that and type 32 and press enter. Will be the same, or more if I want. 64. Okay, and I have that. Now I will do something like that. I will hold the control and I will click both forms. Then I will go here, group, menu group, and I will click again in group. And I can give a name to that, for example, hat. And I have a hat right now. 2 forms and 1. And I can change the color, for example, put in a black color. Okay. And now I will type again about F4 just to see the solid, and I have a hat. And I can put a hat over here, for example. And I need to do, to finish that, the arms. The arms is similar part of trees that I don't remember the name in English. We have a tree. In the tree we have leaves, we have other things that I can't remember. Sorry, guys. And we will do that now. Just a cylinder, then 3 cylinders, 2 fingers. We have arm and we have fingers. Let's go there to finish that. In the program, we will see left, pressing L to left. Then we will press F3. We will click on create, then we will click in cylinder, then we will make a cylinder over here, not so large. Then we will drag, but without clicking the button. Then we will see front, pressing F. And we will have something like that, with a lot of segments, and we need to press F3 and F4. We have, how can I say, segments that we won't need, and we need just go here and modify. Sides we will change to 12, for example. It's enough. Then the radius are bigger than we need. I will do something like that. Okay, it is good. After I will make a copy of that, I will hold Shift, I will click, and I will drag. I will do 3 copies of that. Then I will select these 3, I will press R, and I will click in the center, and I will scale that to make small. Then I will select one by one, and I will put in the place that I would like to have. Put here, for example, put here, and then put here. After put in the place that I would like to have, I will press E. When I press E, it's the same to click here. I can, for example, what's the name for that? I forgot. Let me see. Rotate. Okay. I can rotate that to the position. I can rotate using the inner tip or other tip, inside and outside. Both works. Both work good. Okay, I will rotate that, and I will rotate that as well. Okay, for that I need just to click and then press W or click here. Select and move, select and rotate, and select and uniform scale. 3 tools, and if you want, you can write in a notebook, for example, and you won't forget when you need to use that. Okay. Now I will press W, as I said, and I will put it here. Then I will select that, and I will put a little bit inside of the arm, and I did the fingers. I finished the fingers, okay? Now I will select the 4 forms, and I will make a group of that. But at first I need just to do some modification in the arms. For me, the arms are a little bit larger, and I would like to have it smaller, thin, in fact. Okay, I have that, and for me it's enough. So I will select that, I will go here in group, and I will press group once more time. I can call it arm. Okay, then I can, for example, select that and then press R and enlarge that if I want. If I don't want, I will not do that. I will press L to left. I can rotate here, for example, to have a different thing. Then I can rotate that. I can press W and I can put in the place that I would like to have. Okay. Then I will do a copy of that. I will press Shift and I will drag it. Okay. Then I can give another name to arm, or I can keep that. Could be the same. But I will show you other things that can be useful. For example, if I had it here, I will put the arms a little bit upper. Then I will click here. I have one tool good to do things that I would like to make. So I will click in mirror, then I will select copy, and I will configure the offset. For example, I can click here and just move the position and put in the place that I would like to have. And I will click in OK. And I need to give some color, for example, some brown color. I will come back here in AutoCAD palette and I will change it to brown, for example. I will press F4. I don't want to have, for now, wire together the solid, and I will change that once more time here. Okay, AutoCAD, then a brown that I changed before. So, and I have my snowman right here, right now. I will press R, and I can scale that to have a different size of the hat, for example, and I can configure the other things in the face, for example. So I will finish that. I will show you how we can create a floor, a ground, better saying. We need just to click here and create, and we have plane. After to have plane, we can make or better saying, we can do a zoom out. Then we will hold the Control key, then do something like that, bigger, really big. Then we can change the color, click in here and modify and put it white, for example, because we are in the snow. And the last tip, we will press F4 and we can have a lot of chess, something like that, and we will increase that. For example, 6, then 6 again, the other 5. I think it will work. After I will change that. I will put 6. I think it will be better. Now I will click here once with the left button, then I will click with the right button and I will choose here. I will choose convert to editable poly. Editable polygon, okay? Then I will apply a modifier. I will choose a modifier named Turbo Smooth. Okay, I have Turbo Smooth right here, and I need to check isolated display. Okay, I will click in the bulb over here in the light. I will open plus sign. I will choose vertex. I will select some vertex, no order, don't matter, just some of that, okay, like that. Then I will press Alt and scroll of the mouse, and I will put then to the top, not to the left, okay, to the top. Okay, I did that. Now I will click again to remove the action of the vertex. Vertex are these kinds of points, okay? And then I will click here once more, and I will mark Turbo Smooth, and I will click here, okay? I will increase the number of the interactions. 2 will be good. Then I will click here, right button, and I will do something like that named freeze selection, okay? It didn't change the color, just are froze. Now I will press F, and I will try to figure out my character, okay? Is here. And I can, for example, click in group and give the name Snowman, for example, or other name that you would like to put. Then I can put in some place that will be interesting to finish this small project. I will press F4, kind that, and I have the snow right here, right now. And in 3D Max, when we did things, okay, I can try to figure out a good place to finish that, like that, for example. Okay. I can grow up him like that. I can do different things. Now, for finish that, we will put some lights. Okay, we will press T for top, then we will go here in the create, then we will pick some light. Here we have photometric, and we will click in the standard, then we will choose Omni. It's a kind of simple lamp, and we will put the lamp here, for example. Then press F to front, and we will press W and put the lights up. Then we need to click here in modify and open here. Okay, that's fine. The important thing here is to check shadows. It's important, is necessary to have shadows. Then we will do something like that and click here, render production. And we will have a snowman. We can, for example, change the background color doing that. Click in here in rendering and here environment, and just change the first color right here to white, for example. Then click again. We have something like that. We can, for example, press Alt and Z to take the zoom and give some zoom in, and try to find a good way to render that. That's it. We have our first project. It's my first tutorial in English. I hope that you had enjoyed that. If you have some kinds of opinion, some question, or something that I can help you, let me know about that. This is Marcus Ferreira from Brazil, from tutoriais3dmax.com.br. I hope see you again. See you in the next time. Bye bye. Have a good day, good night, or good evening, or good whatever thing, afternoon, for example. Bye bye.